Welcome to your uplifting messages, Geminis. I hope you are doing wonderful. So, I'm doing a quick snapshot, a quick reading on your situation. I am using the money manifestations. So, for anybody that wants to have the link to be able to get it, please leave a comment in the comment section. So, Gemini, so there is a group of Geminis that are focusing on creating within a specific niche. Okay, so it's either you are creating something completely new within a niche. So basically, you are creating your own category within that niche, or you are creating something that we've never seen before at this time. Okay, and as it says with the creator a message here, it says your creativity is your superpower on your path to prosperity. Okay, so what are you focusing on right now? Ooh, my card is a little bit dirty. I'll have to clean it up afterwards. But what you're focusing on is your belief system. Okay, so here it says believe when you wholeheartedly embrace the attainability attainability of your dreams, you will find the courage to exceed the ordinary. So this is very important because what's clarifying this belief energy, which I feel like is related to your belief system, what do you believe about the situation is related to laziness. So in a positive sense, it could be related to passive income. Okay, and actually additional cards are actually confirming this fact. On the other hand, you might not believe so much that you can actually do your own thing, create something new, or like instead of being part of a competition, you'll be the one that they have to compete with. Okay, because you'll be the authority, you'll be the main player within that niche or within that category. However, for some of you, you'll need to put in the work. It's one thing to believe, but it's another for you to daydream and not putting the effort. Okay, not coming up with some kind of a format or just start creating all at once. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to do something because your mind and your heart and your soul and anything that's related to consequences and cause and effect, what you're trying to achieve, basically accomplishments, needs some kind of focus. So here it says your dreams are so much bigger than your efforts to achieve them. If you want to accomplish great things, you'll have to try harder. Okay, but for others of you, again, confirming that it's related to you being able to have passive income. Now, is it I go to bed and I wake up, there's money in my bank account? Or do I set up some kind of system and then I'll be able to like have the harvest, okay, from a specific system that I have set up or that I am following, a certain ideology or methodology that I am using to be able to get that money? Or for you to just be able to start creating any kind of content, or if it's related to a product, or again a format, if it's a service, like you're actually providing a service that we've never seen before, that's again there's no competition in it, then you'll need to start putting in the effort and again start creating some kind of a format for your product, your service, or anything to be in focus. The positive aspect is it I feel like and you feel like that this could be a dream job. Did you ever think you could just get paid to be yourself? I don't know, isn't that awesome? And what's clarifying that is advocate. You will find so much fulfillment in working for a cause that you truly believe in. And I know that you have not missed that, but we have believe and believe again. That's actually being confirmed. Okay, so there's a sense of you needing to work on your belief system. since we have the word believe that keeps on coming up again. It's not that you cannot do what you want or not have the dream job. Why do I keep wanting to see Dob? Is DOB date of birth? I don't know how that would be related to that. Anyways. Okay. Maybe some of you dream job could be related to astrology, because that's the only thing that would make sense. Date of birth, you would need to like be able to access people's chart. You need to have their date of birth, also needing to know when they were born or not, but it depends on how professional, and probably you have some kind of tactics or strategy for you to be able to figure out someone's close enough birth chart if you don't have, the perfect time. Anyways, so the negative aspect of the situation is training. So some of you feel like you're gonna need some training at this time, and you'll have to make a decision. So that's very important. As you can see, the keys are very important in this deck because it unlocks things, and it unlocks things like laziness. If you make the decision, then you'll be able to take action on what needs to be taken action, or you'll just have to make a decision to change your belief system. Okay, and maybe you need to start reading about it. You need to start learning and researching on how to do that. But for some of you, maybe it's related to the job that you want to create for yourself or want to have. Could also just be a career that you're probably going to need to have official, course, take an official training at this time, but you're going to have to put in the effort, okay, for a small group of Gemini at this time. And the advice here is entrepreneur. I know, that's why I said a small, because for some of you, you're not going to become an entrepreneur. You are going do you like the way I say it? Entrepreneur. I just want to get all the R's within the word. But I feel like, for some of you, again, it says you will, as an entrepreneur, you will truly have an opportunity to discover yourself, and all of your potential. So again, for some of you that you're not really going into that realm, because I feel like you're not because of obligations, because you feel like you're gonna need to have something stable. Okay, so that could be looming over you at this time about which decisions that you have to make. And here again, like, we have 3 keys: one for the niche, one for the decision, and one for believing. And I feel like the key, the focus here is very important. Okay, so obligation says you have some prior contracts or commitments that still need to be fulfilled before you can completely move on to the next stage of your journey at this time. So for some of you, you might give your 2 weeks notice to your job at this time before you actually in one side of in one chapter of your life, and then being able to like start free with no worries. But for others of you, this obligations is related to laziness, to the fact that you'll need to put in the work or research or do the training that's needed at this time. Okay, but again, just to clarify, the laziness energy here is the fact that we have 3 keys. It's related for some of you, that are closed-minded at this time. Sometimes you fail to see the infinite possibilities and opportunities that are available to you. So look, I know I'm using like just one hand for the cards and another with my phone, but the fact that it kind of like touch a little bit more on the obligations, I feel like maybe obviously obligations is related to like your family time, the money, the income that you need to provide to yourself and to your family at this time, okay? But also it's the work that needs to be done, okay? Because it seems that what could be considered as laziness is just a lack of belief that's kind of making you procrastinate in the situation, because we're talking a whole lot about possibilities, and here it actually talks about infinite possibilities. So of course we'll need that belief. We'll need the key. We'll need the right key within the belief system to unlock this closed-mindedness, okay? And again, we have denial. Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your financial life? So some of you are gonna have to face certain situation when it comes to your money, and it's related to your obligations at this time. But then since it's also touching advocate, you cannot deny the fact that you love something and something is very close to your heart. That's why you're willing to go in that direction. But again, for some of you, your procrastination is hurting you in your butt, okay? Some of you are going to decide to take a retreat at this time. Sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do to gain clarity and a fresh perspective. Maybe because you feel like you're too close to the situation, you're unable to make the right decision, you'll have to take a break. You'll have to take a longer break than you expected initially. Or maybe you're actually going on vacation, okay? And I feel like you just want to like not be able to think about your obligations at this time, okay? But I feel like also it has to do with the reason why you're also put off by some aspect of this journey is the fact that you want your money to come correct. And that makes sense. Okay? So you're looking for, again, I hear equal partnership, but like exchange of support, and like you want your money to come correct all day, every day. Okay? Some of you, what you don't understand is that you're gonna need some self-care. That's the reason why you're gonna need to take yourself out of the equation for now, because I feel like you're beating your head on the wall trying to find a solution when it's your emotions or your feelings, anything related to a memory where you felt like you didn't have any control, where you felt like you were abandoned, where you felt like you didn't have enough. That's the thing that's actually you're coming up against that energy, or you're coming up against an aspect of yourself or a ghost of yourself that used to deal with those situations. But now that you're not, okay, now that you're not going into a path, even though you love it a whole lot, I feel like you realize that it's going to require a lot of your obligations. Okay. But for some of you, you feel like this path is like you're obligated to go in that direction because of the fact that you love something so much. And again, the positive aspect of the situation is dream job. Okay. So you feel like something is your dream job. Okay. Or for some of you, you are looking for your dream job. Okay. Okay. Talk to you soon, Gemini.